everybody. Good morning and welcome back. So करते हैं आज. I am experimenting a little bit with the settings. Hopefully this time it's not overexposed. Last time काफ़ी bright हो गया था क्योंकि रात में राइड किया था एंड देन ISO सेटिंग्स चेंज करना भूल गया. होपफुली दिस टाइम आई हैव इट ruined it, बट स्टिल एक दो वीडियो के बाद ही सेटिंग्स का पता चलेगा. इट्स बिन अ व्हाइल. तो एनीवेज, हाउ इज़ एवरीथिंग? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई वुड लाइक टू थैंक यू whoever subscribed and all the people that responded to my first ever vlog. काफ़ी अच्छा सपोर्ट था. It was surprisingly more than what I expected. मुझे लगा यार पहला वीडियो है, वैसे भी थोड़ा बोलने का आदत कम है तो थोड़ा स्लो बोल रहा हूँ, तो मे बी पीपल विल बी बोर्ड एंड कुछ शेयर नहीं करेंगे, कुछ होगा नहीं. But thank you for the karma that I have made some good friends along the way who do support me, and they shared my channel link and everything, and there are some random people who I didn't know, and they still commented and they gave me feedback and all that, and which is a good thing. I am a person who welcomes feedback on a regular basis, and this is something I prefer, so that I can improvise myself, improve in the things that I do. Okay, so today let's talk about after sales service or sort of, let's say, ownership experience. So मेरे first video पे there was a user who is Mr. Jayanta Biswas. मैं नंबर भूल गया, उसके आगे कुछ नंबर भी था. He had asked to give, he commented कि थोड़ा आफ्टर सेल्स सर्विस के बारे में उनको जानना था. So to reach there, let's start from the beginning. So earlier I had no plans of getting the Speed 400. I mean, I always wanted to get into the Triumph lineup, but the aim was to get a Trident 660, but पैसे नहीं है. That was a long run dream. Then whiff of a news ki Triumph and Bajaj are coming together to make a budget friendly 400cc bike. So I was like कि चलो थोड़ा वेट कर दे, let's see what it is. काफ़ी स्पाई शॉट्स वगैरह देखे थे. So but then again I wanted to get one for long distance touring. I wanted to explore that part of motorcycling because I've been riding for 10 years, but I had only ridden within Maharashtra, never outside Maharashtra. So I was like कि चलो try कर लेते in that direction. So I was looking at a few different options. First candidate was the KTM 390 Adventure, but I am a vertically challenged person. I'm not that tall, तो थोड़ा सा confidence was lacking उसमें. But then again, तो फिर but then I was like, I watched a lot of videos and a lot of videos from riders and auto journalists who've been riding for 10, 20, 30 years, and all of them were saying it's not about how tall you are, it's about how well you know your skills and how much you have learned how to ride a bike, and you can ride almost anything, right? Like a person with a small stature of 5 feet can ride a BMW 1250 GS, but it's all about the skills. I know the weight factor comes in, but it's still about the skills. So it's मैं सोचा कि हाँ चलो देख लेते, I'll challenge it. And at that time KTM had launched the new 390 Adventure with spoke wheel, which was more anticipated in that sense, adjustable suspensions and all that. तो थोड़ा सा I was like, excited कि हाँ अरे चलो ये कुछ नया है, why not कर लेते. But I was still skeptical and I am glad that I held on to the thought कि मैंने immediately उसको book नहीं कर दिया, because then in the month of July June या July 2023 Bajaj announced कि they are launching Speed 400 and then उसका price reveal हो गया and I was like अरे this is amazing. I always wanted to get into the Triumph lineup and the ex-showroom price was 1,30,000 lesser than the 390 spoke wheel, and like even with accessories and all the fitment, it'll still be cheaper than the 390, and I'm like this is a good choice. There was promising numbers on paper and I'm like चलो ठीक है gamble कर लेते. And then I did the down payment. I mean there was that initial thing कि you pay 2,000 rupees and book your slot for the first 10,000 people who will get a rupees 10,000 discount. I was one of those. मैंने immediately जैसे ही मुझे Instagram पे reel दिखा, I went on to the website and I made the payment and I was like कि अगर नहीं कुछ for some reason आगे जाके अगर नहीं भी करना हो तो refund तो आ ही जाएगा. So yeah, and then in August I finally decided to go to the showroom and take a test ride and then maybe finalize it. So this was I think August 18th 19th something. So I went to the showroom, saw it in flesh. It was a good looking bike in person also, like pictures were doing justice. It was a good looking bike. I mean it is a good looking bike. But then I did the test ride and I used to ride a Pulsar NS 200 NS for the past 9 years before that. 2014 version of the NS, and this was a significant power bump, and that you could feel immediately, and the pull of it is like you can see how fast it pulls. The pull is good, so I enjoyed that factor. And then I was like कि चलो, it's a good experience. Still had to concur with the family and all, and then I was like कि चलो ले लेते. Until this point I was okay, but then 21st August, this experience I'll never forget. 21st August is when I finalized the booking and I'm like कि हाँ चलो. I wanted to do it in a proper manner, so I went to the showroom and I told them कि हाँ भाई ये है, कितना टाइम लगेगा. And I'm a person who prefers to plan things and I like knowing what are the status updates of things in general. तो I was like कि चलो देखते हैं. मैंने whoever the sales rep was that was helping me out, not going to name him because he doesn't work at Triumph anymore. He was like कि सर आपका बाइक allocated है and it is here, so if you get the booking done you will get the bike within 10 to 11 days. So I was like अरे yeah, that is a very good thing यार. That is not a lot of waiting for such a bike and that is in such a high demand right now. So I was happy, but then of course I did not take his words with a pinch of salt, because coming to the reality, I was waiting and then it became 2 weeks, and after 2 weeks, and I'm a person who generally if there is a timeline given I tend to follow up. So even after 10-11 days when there was no response, I waited for another 2-3 days and then I followed up myself कि हाँ भाई what happened, you said the bike was allocated, I was in the first batch, क्या हो गया? And he's like कि अरे चल रहा है, अरे this was that, and I understand his point that he must be overwhelmed with the amount of orders and bookings that were with them, but that's not the way you but then again, he is a sales rep, he's been trained in this department, he is supposed to be following up with customers or at least updating your customers कि हाँ भाई तुम्हारा बाइक है यहाँ पे, बट थोड़ा सा टाइम लगेगा बिकॉज देयर इज़ दिस ओवरवेलमिंग नंबर ऑफ बुकिंग्स, तो वी आर ट्राइंग टू fulfill all of them. A legitimate response, a good, honest response would have been appreciated from his side, but man, there was no response. He was mostly avoiding my texts, mostly avoiding my calls. Then I tried finding a different number to contact, and then I found a different sales rep from the same showroom, and then he said कि अरे सर थोड़ा apologies, he apologized for the other sales rep. मैं बोला you shouldn't be apologizing, he should be doing his job, he should be doing his job, and or at least updating the customer कि हाँ भाई ये है, ये तुम्हारा स्टेटस है, सीधे सीधे बता दो, rather than keeping the customer in the dark. तो all of this was done, and then still he was avoiding, and at one point after 3 weeks I was so pissed that I told him either you give me an answer or I am coming down to the showroom right now and I'm cancelling my booking and I'm taking my money back. So this is the thing with every my friends have also experienced this. This is the thing with the what do you call bike showrooms. Like once they get this idea or a feeling कि हाँ भाई ये कस्टमर अब पेशेंस छोड़ चुका है and he is about to cancel the booking, then it comes to their फिर वो परफॉर्मेंस पे आ जाते कि हाँ भाई, क्योंकि फिर मैन्युफैक्चरर पूछेंगे तो तुम क्या कर रहे हो कि तुमने ये बुकिंग कैसे कैंसिल हुआ जब ये था, बुकिंग ऑलरेडी कंफर्म था. सो देन दे स्टार्ट कि फास्ट फॉरवर्डिंग कि हाँ भाई अभी तो सब इनका पेपर वर्क करना है फट नहीं तो अब ये कैंसिल करते हैं. ये क्यों करते हैं when you can do it in a systematic way, or at least then you hire someone who knows, who is not cracking under pressure कि he has fucking 10,000 bookings, तो कि हाँ भाई हाँ कि he knows how to handle 10,000 bookings or over a span of month. Take a month, tell the customer पहले ही कि हाँ भाई 1 महीना लगेगा और तुम वो 10,000 बुकिंग्स हैंडल करो ना. ये नहीं करना है, तुमको ओवर प्रॉमिस करना है और फिर अंडर डिलीवर करना है. That is not the right thing, right? And when the moment I sent the message, and this was on WhatsApp, कि I'll be what do you call? I'll be cancelling my booking. Then he was a little immediately मुझे call back आया कि अरे सर ऐसा मत कीजिए, there was this and that. This and that तेरा एक्सप्लेनेशन और तेरा एक्शंस मैच नहीं कर रहा है भाई, राइट? तू ये कर रहा है, तू वो कर रहा है, तू मुझे अपडेट भी नहीं कर रहा है, देन तू मुझे बता रहा है कि सर ये प्रॉब्लम है. तो ये प्रॉब्लम है तो मुझे पता तो चलना चाहिए ना. एंड देन वंस आई डिड दिस, देन ऑन द नेक्स्ट डे ही कॉल्ड मी एंड इज लाइक कि सर आपका आधार कार्ड लगेगा टू अप्लाई फॉर द रजिस्ट्रेशन नंबर. मैं बोला तो तू 3 हफ्ते से क्या कर रहा था? When you said the bike is here, the bike is in the lot and you can give it to me in 10 days, why are you asking me for the Aadhaar card after 3 weeks and after me following up and after me telling you कि I'm going to cancel the booking? So that is wrong from your side, right? So अब So then I was even more furious कि now I can clearly see the negligence part from his side कि इसको काम नहीं करना है. तो स्टिल आई वांटेड माय बाइक, तो आई सेड कि हाँ ठीक है भाई ले ले. एंड देन थिंग्स वेंट a little more confusing because there was a part in my life where I was outside India, and one of my SIM cards were out of, it got basically cancelled when you don't use a SIM card. They cancel it out, that situation. So that was a SIM card that was linked to my Aadhaar. And then this guy was like कि अरे सर ये proceed नहीं हो रहा है, बिकॉज नहीं प्रोसीड हो रहा है बट आपका ओ टी पी लगेगा. बोलो ओ टी पी. सो देन आई रिमेंबर्ड कि वो ओ टी पी नहीं आ सकता है बिकॉज आई हैव टू रीलिंक माई न्यू नंबर. नाउ दिस कुड हैव बिन डन विद इन द फर्स्ट 10 to 11 days, right? If he had been active about the booking, if he had been telling me कि हाँ सर ये रिक्वायरमेंट्स है, दिस इज़ व्हाट वी नीड. ये सब हो रहा है 3 हफ्ते बाद, आफ्टर आई गॉट एंग्री एंड ऑल दैट. So I told him कि हाँ भाई it will take me another 2 days because I went to the nearest bank who was doing the relinking of my new phone number and all of that. And then I told him कि अभी 48 hours लगेगा. That's what they have told me. So then after 48 hours I called him and he immediately picked up because he knew that if now he didn't pick up I'm going to really lose it. So he immediately picked up and we did all the OTP and thing. And on September 21st, this is 30 days after my booking, is when he told me कि I'll be getting the bike. And अभी तो manufacturers they have this thing कि इनको बुलाना है, रिवील करना है, वीडियो लेना है, फ़ोटो लेना है. And I am a person who prefers not to have that. Even none of my like मेरे parents नहीं आए थे, मेरे friends कोई नहीं आया था. I went to take the delivery of the bike myself, and I was already furious with all this thing happening. So I told him कि okay, this is the day that I am free. Keep the bike ready. This is the time that I'll be there. They opened the showroom at 9:30 and I said I'll be there at 9:30, but he was like sir please come at 10:30 because we need to like arrange the showroom and everything. I'm like sure, I'll do that. Please keep in mind I'll be there precisely at 10:30. I'll sign whatever the paper is supposed to be signed. I'll take the key from you and I'll be leaving. No revealing, no photo taking, whatever. I don't want to be in the showroom for more than 5 to 10 minutes. And he was like हाँ okay, अभी he can't do anything because he know that he fucked up a lot of shit in the span of 1 month. तो I told him हाँ तो मैं पहुँच गया, मैंने साइन कर लिया. And I took the bike and he was like कि सर एक पिक्चर लेना है just for the record. Then I said okay ठीक है, एक फ़ोटो ले लो. It was just a regular picture me standing next to the bike so that there is a record that it was delivered and all. And that's it. So this was the delivery experience, right? Ownership experience is not bad because I've been enjoying the bike. There like a lot of great automotive journalists, they always say that कि आप पहला lot मत खरीदो. But I was impatient. I got the first lot and it's okay. I am not experiencing crazy amount of issues, but this thing has a low RPM stalling issue. अगर तुम हाई स्पीड से नीचे आ रहे हो and you haven't gradually let off the throttle, वो बंद पड़ जाता है. Even if you have your clutch held in, वो बंद पड़ जाता है. So for some reason that has always been there. During the first what do you call it, your first servicing, I had notified this to the person and he was like कि हाँ सर वो थोड़ा throttle map change कर देंगे, मतलब एक्सेलर ये क्या बोलते हैं थ्रॉटल का वायरिंग का थोड़ा टेंशन वगैरह चाहिए. हाँ ठीक है तुम करो, यू नो दैट बेटर. Even after that I think for a week it was not stalling and then again it started. So I think it is some other issue rather than throttle map or whatever, जो भी है. But that is the thing. Other than that, it's a fun bike to ride. I wouldn't say it's expensive to manage this. I mean, of course, it's a 400cc bike, so yeah, it takes up a lot of fuel. But it's okay. मैंने सिटी में टेस्ट किया है इसको. एक फुल टैंक में guaranteed there is a 350 kilometers of range. Guaranteed 100%, बिकॉज ये मैंने खुद से टेस्ट किया. तो ये तो आई वॉज हैप्पी अबाउट कि हाँ भाई 400cc में 350 किलोमीटर का रेंज मिल रहा है, विच इज़ वेरी वेरी गुड. तो मैंने कहा चलो सही है. एंड आई हैव अ फ्यू accessories installed in it. Maybe I'll make a separate video of, I think you can see a couple of them, but maybe I'll make a separate video of that and उसका थोड़ा pricing भी बता दूंगा कि हाँ भाई इतना खर्चा हुआ. I don't remember exactly because there was some refund was supposed to happen from Triumph, तो वो हुआ था. तो थोड़ा वो बेसिकली दैट वाज टेकन आउट ऑफ माय टोटल एक्सेसरी बिल्स. तो आई डोंट रिमेंबर द एग्जैक्ट अमाउंट एंड बट आई विल लुक फॉर द प्राइसिंग ऑन देयर वेबसाइट एंड आई विल टेल यू कि कितना हो सकता है अगर आप अभी करवा रहे हो. तो अभी शायद चेंज भी हो गया वो प्राइसिंग, बिकॉज अभी तो ये 1.5 years हो गया है मेरे पास गाड़ी. तो बट एनीवेज दिस इज़ what it is. So Jayanta sir, if I have answered your question and if you have any more question you can always ask. The 1 year service was also smooth. I gave it in the morning and I got it on the next day because at one point इसका hazard switch बंद हो गया था. तो I had to talk to them about that. And I basically went through riding in monsoon without hazard lights, so that was a little risky, but they didn't have a hazard switch in stock for a long time apparently. But then when I gave it to the first service, the person there was like अरे सर वी डोंट नीड टू चेंज द स्विच, वो सिर्फ खोल के उसका कार्बन बिल्डअप होगा, चेंज कर ले क्लीन कर लेंगे तो इट विल स्टार्ट वर्किंग. तो वाई वाजंट आई टोल्ड दिस सोल्यूशन व्हेन इट वाज इनिशियली नॉन फंक्शनल एंड आई हैड नोटिफाइड दिस टू द पर्सन. लाइक इट्स ऑल ओवर द प्लेस, क्या कहे अब इनके बारे में. बट ठीक है. बट इट वाज गुड. ब्रेक पैड्स चेंज किया था after it was I think 12,000 kilometers when I gave it for my 1 year service, and front brake pad पूरा ही निकल गया था. So that had to be changed. Rear brake pads were good, but I think now rears are also. उसके बाद I had been to the IBW, so rear brake pads are now I think gone. थोड़ा bite कम है. बस फिर वही हाँ ये और हाँ वन मोर थिंग, आई हैव बिन बिहाइंड वन ऑफ द सेल्स रेप फ्रॉम शोरूम कि मुझे जो माई 2025 स्पीड 400 है उसमें जो देयर इज़ एन एडजस्टेबल ब्रेक एंड क्लच लीवर which is an advantage for a person like me, because like I said, I'm vertically challenged. I'm not that tall, my hands are not that big, so the reach to the brake lever in certain situations is not in certain situations. Generally, I am always, if you notice on the video, my two of my fingers are always on top of the brake lever, because for any situation I want to trigger the braking, to be. But this reach is very far, so if I can bring it a little closer, that would be helpful. Though since October, I wanted to have it as a part of a safety reason for my first long ride to IBW, but I was getting a constant reply कि सर अभी स्टॉक में नहीं है, आएगा तो बताएंगे, अभी आया नहीं है. And when I was planning to make this video, I remembered कि हाँ अरे मैंने नवंबर में पूछा था लास्ट कि एडजस्टेबल ब्रेक लीवर आया है कि नहीं. And I opened that chat box today and I realized कि this person has not even seen that text. उसने देखा ही नहीं है, ब्लू टिक है ही नहीं. So this person has ignored the text for 2 months now. And आज सुबह मैंने वापस मैसेज भेजा है. I'll check if there is any response, या फिर I'll directly call. See, I'm a person who avoids calling people because मुझे नहीं पसंद कि लोगों को डिस्टर्ब करे unnecessarily. If I'm getting a response on the text and if that person wants to talk on call, then I will call. That's how kind of person I am. तो फिर अभी अगर रिस्पॉन्स आया है तो I'll try and call him or I'll text him again. But this is the thing, there are a few parts that are not immediately available, few parts that they are immediately available, few things that they prioritize differently for some reason. I think कि हाँ भाई कोई नया बुकिंग है तो उनको पहले दे दो, या फिर हाँ ठीक है इस बंदे को इमीडिएटली नहीं दिया तो भी चलेगा. वट एवर देयर रीजनिंग इज, आई डोंट नो. दिस इज़ हाउ आई फील एज अ कस्टमर. आई एम नॉट सेइंग दैट दे थिंक इन दिस वे, बट देयर एक्शंस मेक मी फील दैट वे. दैट्स द थिंग. सो this was the experience. Abhi you guys can also suggest what I should talk about in the next video. थोड़ा अभी फर्स्ट वीडियो का कमेंट से आइडिया आ गया नए वीडियो के लिए. ऐसे आप लोग सपोर्ट करते रहेंगे और हेल्प करते रहेंगे तो आइडिया आते रहेगा. एंड थैंक यू अगेन फॉर द सपोर्ट. प्लीज़ लाइक सब्सक्राइब कर देंगे तो फिर मज़ा ही आ जाए और हम पहुंच गए काम पे. चलिए मिलते हैं बाद में. बाय.